This is the spinal cord. It is a superhighway for neurons to travel, bringing electrochemical signals between the brain and the rest of the body. But what will happen when it gets injured? The neural signals communications will be cut off to and from the body, leaving a patient paralyzed. This devastating injury happens to an estimated 500,000 people each year around the world. To make things worse, our brain cells or neurons in the central nervous system, CNS, cannot regenerate, so the damage is irreversible. Our objective is to promote the regeneration of the injured spinal cord by creating a conductive and magnetic environment serves as a supportive pathways for neural repair and growth. But like I mentioned before, neurons in the CNS cannot regenerate. Previous studies show that even the neurons can be triggered to grow, over time when neurons grow into neurites, it can be a non-congruent repair. For example, axonal sprouts can be grown into incorrect pathways, creating non-functional connections or blind ends, hence needed some sort of physical guidance for unidirectional growth. But this will result in rigid material structure, leads to possible mismatch to the lesion volume, and more complex administration route. For neurons to function, they must receive signals to transmit them down their axons, allowing neurons to connect. These signals, known as action potentials, are transmitted as electrical charges. It is important to understand that action potential work like a light switch, which means it will either happen or it doesn't, depending if it reaches a certain threshold. To tackle these challenges, these are our strategies to guide the directional growth unidirectionally and to mimic the conductive environment for the neurons to function and reconnect by incorporating surface-coated iron oxide nanoparticles with a polypyrrole layer. The surface-modified iron oxide nanoparticles were known to have ferromagnetic properties, and they can be aligned unidirectionally through an external magnetic field. These nanoparticles' anisotropic alignment is expected to help to align the collagenous fiber of the hydrogel and allow cells to grow in this fiber's direction. This is essential to avoid incorrect pathways and increase healing efficacy. However, due to their ionic nature, these iron oxide nanoparticles can be easily oxidized. Therefore, we also proven on how the polypyrrole coating can also become a buffer oxidation layer by delaying the oxidation process without negatively affect the iron oxide's magnetic properties. What's more is that the surface coating has significantly improved the hydrogel's conductivity properties. Our hydrogel also destroys itself with non-toxic chemical byproducts. Now we are moving into the cellular treatment and the results are due to be reported soon. We do believe that this hydrogel can be a supportive biomaterial and make a difference in regeneration therapy. It holds a promise to these patients to at least develop a certain extent of neuroplasticity and become more independent. At our current stage, we admit that there are lots of things to be covered and improved, such as the regeneration efficacy, the safety and side effects, or the level of spinal cord injuries that this technology can be applied.